I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. The pageant world can be stiff competition. Beauty and high heels is just tradition. What goes on behind the grand black curtain is just women making a difference in their communities, and it's certain. Allow me to introduce Miss Asia International 2013 and Miss India International 2016. How are you ladies doing?
Doing great.
Great.
Thank you so much for having us, Laura.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure.
So who is Karlie Bose?
Yeah, it's a very simple question. The answer could be very tricky. One word that can describe me is a self-starter. And the other thing I would like to add is I am a mom of two. When you become a mom, it makes you multifaceted. You are a daughter, you are a wife, you're a friend, now you're a mom. So a hybrid mom. That what describes Karlie. Simple.
Simple.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of the most difficult questions for sure. There's so many aspects to a woman, but I believe that I'm not just the award or the title that I own. I really believe that one has to constantly work on themselves, and so I think that I am a self-believer, I'm a self-inventor, and that's what I thrive and try to learn.
So where'd you grow up, Meghna?
I'm a small town girl. I grew up in a city called Dehradun. It's around 150 miles away from the Delhi, which is the capital of India. And it's in the foothill of Himalaya, so it's a really beautiful place.
I heard so.
Where'd you grow up, Karlie?
I am from the east part, the West Bengal. I'm a Bengali. And it's a very small town, again, same like Meghna. Yeah. And it's a beautiful city.
So where did you ladies meet, and how'd you meet?
Oh, that's a fun story. So we met in Facebook through our common friends. But I still remember the first conversation I had with Karlie. It just amazed me that how genuine a person she is. And that's what made me fall in love with her.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, Laura, it's the same thing for me when I first talked with her. And over the time, we do talk with each other. And there's a very common ground and commonality between both of us. She's very simple. She works towards a motto which I also support. She's very easy to connect with. So that's why I believe, because most of us has lost the simplicity in this whole, up and down of the life. And I think she's a very genuine and a good friend to have with, who can grow you.
Oh, wow. That feels so good.
No, it's true. There is always a concept that women cannot be friends with each other. And I feel it's simply wrong. Yeah. You can. Strong woman really grows the other woman.
Absolutely. What is the number one misconception about beauty queens?
The number one misconception about beauty queens is that you have to be this much tall and you have to be very lean or a zero size figure. I believe the platform or the pageant queen family we belong from, both of us, I think they have a tremendous platform to grow women who comes from different culture and from different background, and they support different things in their life. So it's all about what we are contributing about the community. So when you say about queen, it mainly what you're giving to your community, you're giving to your society, what you're doing for others, beside you just taboo. I always believe that beauty is not a skin dipped. So when you say that as a beauty queen, what you are, I cannot just come and say to you, oh, I am 5'11" and see I'm fitting into a zero size jeans, right?
Right.
I wanted to say, when it says a queen, I have a heart of a queen where I went to the society and did this. And we both fall under the same platform on that word.
And I totally agree with what she said. When you talk to people, there is always this misconception that it's always about the beauty, the physical beauty, as well as the brains. I mean, nobody talks about the platform or how many beauty queens have actually made difference in the world. Very important for people to know about that, and that's what we both stand for.
So tell us about your nonprofit and why it's near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, well, I was raised with the value system of helping others, helping people who are in need. And while growing up, the best experience that I could get from my parents, and I still own it, it was, I always used to compare my friends. They had, every weekend they would just go out to watch movies, to watch, they would watch serials, and they would come next day in school and discuss about, what's happening in Friends, what's happening in Baywatch. And here I was.
Or maybe Seinfeld.
Oh yeah. And here I was, spending hours and hours going to a village, helping people, giving them medical aid. And those memories are so vivid and they are so painful because I've been to places where, where people are burned victims, where, I've cleaned the toilets, like really dirty, nasty toilets. And I had no stories to tell my friends. But that's what taught me what being human is. And that's the value I still carry on. I always had this feeling that one day when I'm all by myself and independent, I will do something for the community. But I never had that courage or confidence. I didn't know where to start and how to start. And I'm always and will always be grateful for the pageant system because it really helped me funnel down what exactly my purpose is. There's so many issues in this world. There's terrorism, there's prostitution, there's health and hygiene. Mm-hmm. But what you really connect and what your purpose is, that's what the pageant gave me. And that's when my nonprofit seed was sowed. It's called Beyond Creation. And I truly believe that what the Creator has not given, it's our responsibility being a human to support those people. So we work with kids who are in the spectrum of autism or have any kind of disability, or for that matter, women as well. So we empower them, we help them, we support them, and that's what Beyond Creation is all about.
That's awesome. Thank you. So holding the titles of Miss Asia International 2013 and Miss Bengal 1996, because you hold two titles.
Yes.
She holds two titles, guys. And Miss India International 2016. Do you feel the pressure to maintain your platforms even after competing?
I personally don't believe so. Platform, yes. It's a spirit inside me that I wanted to do something for the community. And when you have the spirit, it can take you to a certain space or a certain distance. But it will also end you up in a statistical failure too. But when I own the Mrs. International or Miss Bengal pageant, as she said, that our upbringing is very much similar. I belong from a political background and they were into this women empowerment group in my home. So I believe it's not a pressure until unless you take that as a pressure. I always wanted to do it. International platform has given me the opportunity to do it. And even if the queen, the crown and the sash was not there, I would have done it anyways. And I think it's the same for her too.
That's true. No, I completely believe when there's a passion and purpose, they mingle together. I don't think so you feel the pressure. You in fact enjoy the entire process, how you navigate through. It's definitely a learning curve and you fail sometimes, you grow sometimes, it's with every situation. So I feel absolutely not being pressurized by, in fact, it has helped me grow as a person.
So Meghna, you and Miss Thailand partnered in Thailand.
Yeah.
And I won't say the city because I'll mess it up. And you partnered in Thailand. You made the cover of the newspaper. Tell me about that experience and why were you there?
Wow, I mean, I can't stop basking about the experience that I have in Thailand. It truly was an amazing, amazing experience. So I was invited by the who's who of Thailand, and I got an opportunity to meet the really elite people there. But that was not the motto. That's not the reason why we had gone. So me and Mrs. Thailand, Raya, we strongly believe in making difference in kids, just giving them good education and just taking care of them. So not as an individual, but as collective, as the organization, we are planning to help the school in Thailand as well.
What do you want your greatest contribution to be to society?
The cause I support is for child education. Once when I was really young, and once it's been told to me that, I think you have heard the name Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
He walked for 14 days and he pinched up a piece of salt, and that changed the history of India. I believe if every kid has the opportunity to have a book and a pen, to hold a pen, and there will be a time we will change the history of India again. So, but it's not about India as a total. It's about every young kids who we have in our generation. They should have the opportunity to education. That is the only wisest way to make our world a better place to live in. So I would definitely want every kids to go to school and have the minimum qualification that's required.
My love and passion is always with the kids, and I always feel connected with the kids. My mission is to make difference in the lives of those special need kids, because I've seen not just they lack the opportunity, but they also most of the time are the victims of abuse also. So if I am able to make a difference in those special needs child's life, it fulfills my life.
With the society being the way that it is, politics is becoming very ugly. And that's one of my things that I wish I could change about the world. I ask you ladies, if there was one thing that you could change about the world, what would it be?
Well, I feel the world is a really beautiful place as is.
It is.
But there are certain things, if it's in my hand, if I can really do anything about it, is to bring love and compassion in people, because I think majority of the issues that we are facing currently is not respecting the other individual. So if we have love, compassion and respect for each other, I think all the issues in the world will just vanish.
Karlie, what do you think?
I think same, yeah. The individuality, if we can just respect the religion and the passion for life of every individual's, wherever the background they come from, most of the problems will resolve in their own. So I would totally agree with Meghna that if we can love each other without finding the differences in each other and accept those differences, it will be much more better place for the world to live in.
So when it comes to the international pageants, what advice would you give someone wanting to enter that realm? Because it's a lot more than beauty pageants.
Just be yourself. Don't think what the people over there is thinking, if they're looking in your body and thinking if you should be in the pageant or not. Just be yourself, be honest to yourself, and always keep in your mind whatever you are doing for yourself, not for the other. Everything will fall in its place once you believe in that.
Yeah, and yes, absolutely, if you feel that this is the right platform, because pageants are really great starting place. I mean, if you feel that this is where it'll give you a voice and a platform to do something for yourself, why not? Just experiment. It's not always about winning. It's also about experiencing the journey, and it will always help you evolve and be a better person. So go ahead, experience it. It's a fun place to be.
So how can people follow you?
You can follow me in Facebook. I go with the name of Karlie Bose, and the same in Instagram. If you type my name as Karlie Bose, you will be able to follow me in there.
I'm a very, very active Facebook user, so if you really want to connect with me, Facebook is the place to go. I'm also in I'm also in Instagram, so I go by the same name, Meghna Ballabh Joshi, and I'll be right there.
I would love to know what you ladies are wearing.
I feel so gorgeous wearing this dress. This is Karlie's collection MKS.
Oh wow!
And this is the sari from her.
Yeah,
Karlie.
This is a very traditional outfit for India. It's sari, yeah. And we are three friends, very close, and it's like family. And I think you already met them. Yeah, Shilpa and Mary. We have opened a boutique.
Yes.
It's MKS, and it's specially for saris.
And she has some really good collection.
Thank you.
I can
Thank
tell
you.
how beautiful you ladies look. Yes, in MKS.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much, Laura.
You're welcome. All right, guys, that's the end of our show today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Before I bring him out, let me do this last song right here. 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. From DJs to producers, from tastemakers to influencers, from spinning, he's on the map. Allow me to introduce DeeJay Trap.
Yeah, what's going on?
What
Queen City
up?
Fame. We in the building.
Yeah. So who is DeeJay Trap?
DeeJay Trap is a productive man, a DJ, a music lover. You know, I'm just into music. That's what DeeJay Trap is.
Where'd you get the name from, DeeJay Trap?
Well, I used to rap, so I used to call myself Trap Money. That was my name, because I always wanted to have money. And I was like, I grew up in a strict, housing, so I was always trapped in the room doing homework and all this. So I was just locked in all the time and just doing music and stuff, just making music, producing, rapping. So that's why I was like, I'm just calling myself DeeJay Trap.
Because you're trapped.
I'm just trapped in this room.
So what led you into DJing? Because you said you were a rapper.
Yeah, I was rapping.
Is that normal? Like, if you want to be a rapper, do you automatically have to start trying to produce stuff?
Well, not really.
DJ, I mean.
What made me do it is it was just more of a money thing. Like, I just wanted to, rapping is cool, but it just takes so long to get money. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just takes long. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna learn this DJing. Cause my uncle was a DJ as well. So I used to always watch him do the gigs and stuff at his events and everything when I was young. So I kind of picked it up off him and then just took it and ran with it.
So DJs, are tastemakers. You're influencers.
Right.
Do you find it a little bit of pressure to play the dopest tracks? Because people expect you to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they follow you.
Yeah, it's because I got to stay on top of the music. I got to stay on top of what's hot and what's new. So I feel like we create the vibe in the club and everywhere we go.
I'm always in home when the sun up. I'll be at the spot where it's going down. From the East Coast of California.
So do you have a lot of aspiring artists reaching out to you all the time?
All
as
the
you
time.
coming in the club, they like,
Yeah.
man, can you check out my CD?
Yeah, all the time. Especially my Instagram, my DM is just crazy with artists. But I like when artists reach out to you the right way. They'll come to you like, yo, can we sit down? Let's have lunch. How can I get my music played? And a lot of artists, they come to me in the club and say, hey, play my song. No, it doesn't work that way.
Exactly.
It doesn't. I hate that. I don't like talking business when I'm in the club because I like to just be in my zone and focus on the crowd and just DJ.
Right.
So I just feel like they have to know how to approach you the right way.
So so is that the way that DJs or yourself get music that they say this is hot? Are there certain people from different labels that are reaching out to you?
Yeah,
saying,
I have a few people from Def Jam and Interscope, different labels that send me music first before it even drops. So I get to hear it, I get to hear it in my email. And then that's how I just go to the club and I start playing it early and see how the crowd reacts to it. And then I'll be like, all right, that's gonna be a hit.
So what are you telling the labels if you do play something and people are not jumping to it?
I just give my honest opinion. They ask me yo, how's this record? And I'm like, man, to be honest, it's not it. People are not really, they're not with it right now. They're not on it. So maybe I just keep breaking it or just give the other DJs just everybody just play it, get it on the radio and
see what happens.
Yeah, just see what happens from there.
So if you're doing a mixtape, name 3 artists that you would put on that mixtape.
Definitely Deniro Farrar is one of the artists I work with. Jay Hines. I'll put my boy Sean Skrilla. He's from South Carolina. Yeah,
nice. So you keep it home. You show the love.
Yeah, I like
right
to
here
keep
in
it
the
home.
Carolinas.
Yeah, I like to keep it home. I like to give everybody opportunity.
So you're the official DJ And it's Deniro Farrar?
Yeah, Deniro Farrar.
Hands up! Keep 'em up! Keep 'em up! Keep 'em up! 1, 2, 3, let's go!
What does that mean?
Well, Deniro, he's actually an artist. He's from Charlotte, so I DJ for him.
He's from Charlotte.
Yeah, he's from Charlotte.
Okay.
So that's who I tour with right now, and we done been to a lot of like cities. We done did a 2-month tour. We done went over to China for a couple weeks.
Wow.
Dubai, Europe, and a lot of cities in the state and everything.
So is there competition with DJs or is it more camaraderie?
I'll say it's some competition. There is some competition out here because everybody's really doing the same thing. Like a lot of DJs are just producing too and putting records together. So I feel like that's like competition. But at the same time, you just gotta work hard. You know what I'm saying? Just work harder than another DJ.
Do you think producing is the next, progression for DJs? Like you can't just be a DJ now.
Nah, you can't. You gotta produce. All my DJ friends, they producers. Like even the ones that's like in the industry, like they just took off.
Can you name 3 DJs that you're inspired by?
DJ Khaled.
Yes.
Yes, I love Khaled, man. I like Steve Aoki. He's an EDM DJ. I like Diplo too. Diplo's dope.
It's dope. So DJ Khaled, and because right now he's like at the top of his game, and that's all you see is everything DJ Khaled.
Mm-hmm.
You think he is setting the bar and setting the standard for DJs now?
Oh yeah, he definitely is. That man, he works hard. Like every song he puts out is #1. So it's like, man, he's just showing you like what to do. He's really showing you like this is what you could do.
Right.
You just gotta stay consistent, stay focused, and just do it.
So you think social media is a big part of it?
Yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a big part of you getting booked?
Yeah. Social media is a big part of you getting booked. Because if a club promoter wants to book you, I mean, they have to see who they're booking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you gotta have some type of EPK showing that this is what you do. So your EPK is your social media. Like it's gonna show you like, all right, he's in the club every week. You know how to rock a crowd. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Social media plays a huge part.
What about relationships?
Relationships too. Yeah.
I was like, because you might need a few of those,
Yeah, it's the relationship thing. Like that's what I feel like a lot of people lack at because they don't really like communicate with. Like if a promoter hits me up, I'ma always check on them. Like, yo, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go out, let's get some drinks. Like, I'm gonna be a friend too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to build that relationship to where it's not just business, but at the same time, we're cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just getting to know that person, their family, stuff like that.
So you just landed a big project just coming up with 2 Chainz.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Street Execs and my boy DJ E-Sud. He DJed for 2 Chainz. So he about to have a baby and everything. So he just gave me some dates to do his shows because he won't be able to make it. So
That's love.
yeah, man, I appreciate him for that.
So if you can pick one word to title this chapter of your life, what would it be?
Productive.
Productive.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of work in.
Yeah, getting a lot of work in.
Yeah.
A lot. Every day I'm working, just creating new vibes and new ideas and everything.
What kind of advice can you give to up and coming DJs?
Stay focused, know your music, and know the business. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know the business. It ain't just about $1 too. When you starting up, you're not gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? You gotta grind for it. You gotta work.
Exactly. I'm glad you said that because everybody automatically thinks I'm gonna get the paycheck.
Yeah, and I went a whole year of doing like almost free events. A whole year.
Tell them again.
I went a whole year doing free parties or like cheap parties, you know what I'm saying? Like $50 or something. But yeah, I went a whole year doing that and just built my name, you know what I'm saying? Just built a name for myself.
And your brand.
Yeah, built my brand. You know, it's gonna pay off.
Is there a finish line for you? Is there a plateau where you're like, I'm good?
Nah, I'm just gonna keep going. Just keep going. I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah, you can't
No matter how old
stop.
I am, I'm gonna keep going.
And so you can be 60, you're gonna be still popping.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna be DJing, but you know what I'm saying? I'll probably run like a label or something or do something. You know what I'm saying? Something that's with music though.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have aspirations to own your own label.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So how can fans follow you?
DeeJay Trap. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. So that's where I'm at.
Thank you so much,
I
DeeJay Trap, for
y'all.
letting us come in and hang out with you in your studio and everything.
Definitely, man. Queen City Fame, we here.
All right. Guys, that's the end of our show. I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen
Yeah.
and the F in Fame. See you next time.
Dope.
Let's go! Let's go! Most of these niggas synthetic. Round with a strap like Bentley. I do the damn repenting. Fly like the group in that.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Nayomi Charnelle, and I am the diva with the T, and that's TEE, True Entertaining Empowerment. Here for Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. You have tuned into the underground, and I have a very special guest who goes by the name of BUD. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Let's talk about BUD.
Yeah.
First off, what does that? You spell it as BUD. What does it actually stand for?
Okay. The acronyms for BUD is pretty much for the B stand for better, the U stand for understand, and the D stand for this. So I just pretty much wanted to let the world know you're gonna understand my artistry, how I'm coming with my music and my vision and what I'm bringing to the world.
Oh wow! So how long did it take you to come up with that concept?
Well, my first name was King BUD, and the late Nate Quick, who was on Power 98, rest his soul, he was telling me you may want to change your name to something more simple. And then, at a young age, I was like, okay, let me just drop the King and just be BUD and just have an acronym for it. And that's where it all started. Yeah.
So let's talk about the album.
The album is incredible. It's a solid piece of work. I really feel like it's a timeless album, and with the artists I work with, from Reno, I work with Sky Blue, Daylight, Phase Guy, Ali Steele, Little Cole, Mighty Ray, Fairmont, Kurt, and it's just like with the producers as well. Cap Beats, DeWine also produced DeWine Reno, and then also Savvy Bayou Beats. It's just the album is just mind blowing.
So tell us what project you have coming up next.
Well, now the Adder Savage Experience, the album is out, thank God. Like, it's been a long time. It was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into it. What motivated me to finish the album and get it out to the world, because I just felt like people need to hear my story and things that I have gone through, and good music. I feel like my album is really good music. Vibe to it, listen to it, and just come into my world and see how I see things. And
Okay, so tell everybody where they can follow you and get your music.
you can follow me on Facebook, B-U-D, that's B-U-D, with the dashes in between the words. You can find me there. My Instagram is Bud the Rapper, is BUDDARAPPER. And then also I got Twitter, Bud_Davinci, just how it's spelled, BUD_DAVINCI. And my music is on all media platforms, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Google Play, you name it, I'm there.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Underground. All right, everybody, make sure you check out BUD. That's it for Queen City Fame, the Underground. Thank you so much for joining. Until next time, bye.
BUD the curriculum, my music. All MCs are going to gain knowledge, of course. Display how I'm out the box with it. Hit them out of nowhere, that's how you sneak them with force. Go ahead and grab your camera, hit flash to keep the picture, of course. BUD a different type of fly like passport.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Nayomi Charnelle, and I am the diva with the T, and that's TEE, True Entertaining Empowerment. Here for Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. You have tuned into the Underground, and I have a very special guest with me here today. He goes by the name of Big Greg.
Big Greg, Big G, whatever you want to call me.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you for stopping by the Underground.
No, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
When did you realize music was for you?
Oh wow, good question. I started playing the drums back in my mom's church when I was like, I don't even know how old I was so little. And that's when I fell in love with music. I taught myself how to play the drum.
How would Greg describe his style?
My style is more melodic, still rap. Some people confuse me for a singer. I like to create a melodic hook And then as far as the verse, I just hit the verse however the beat goes, but it's more melodic than anything else.
Who have you collaborated with?
I just recently did a song called Oh No with my boy LA Truth, good friend of mine. That song is out now, available everywhere, so yeah.
What was the concept behind that?
It was not a nice concept. It's just talking about, like you gotta, this girl has a nice man or whatever, but he doesn't have any money. So, what I'm saying, he's nice and does everything he's supposed to be doing, but he doesn't have any money to like spoil her and show her the finer things in life. So she needs to date me.
Who do you see collaborating with in the future?
I want to collab with like a female, like Karlie B. She's popping right now, so that'd be a good collab right there.
So switching gears a little bit, we recently lost our Queen of Soul.
Yes, we did.
I read that you stated that she reminded you of your mom.
She does. Well, just that soulful sound my mom sings in my church. I always wonder why my mom wasn't famous. I was like, my mom just sings like that. So she definitely reminds me of my mom. Even the picture I posted of her on my social media reminded me of my mom.
What projects are you currently working on?
Funny you ask. My man DJ Easy Rock just made me this shirt, G4. This is for the album that I'm working on, G4. Simple Greg, 4th album. Simple as that, but that's what we're working on now, G4. I've been working hard on it, got a good selection of songs. Oh No would be one of them. I'm excited about the first song on there. I did that song with a young lady named Chelsea Locklear, and she's just playing the guitar, and it's just me and her going back and forth, so she's a very, very good singer. I'm very excited about that song.
So Greg, tell us how people can find you and follow your music.
Definitely follow me on Instagram. That's BIGGREGPLK. Same name for all social media like Snapchat and Twitter and Facebook. You can still follow me there. You can find Oh No everywhere on all digital music sites, iTunes, Google Play. Please go check that out. We need that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me here today on The Underground.
Thank you so much.
You've been wonderful. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your girl, Nayomi Charnelle, signing off. For Queen City Fame, we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. Bye.
This is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame.
Listen. Who otherwise diminished, sufficiently strong to the finish? We're obedient ingredients, airman, lead from the top of this stratosphere.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Adam Sheppard.
Peace.
Hi, Adam.
What's
How
going
are you? Thank you for letting us come and crash your studio.
Absolutely. A lot of magic happening here.
Yeah. So, who is Adam Sheppard?
Well, Adam Sheppard is actually an alias. When I use my MC name is Witchcraft. What I go by, that's
Witchcraft.
Not like the devil, like the question. Witchcraft.
Right.
And Adam Sheppard was a name that would encompass everything that I do as a singer, more or less. Like if I had to shop my stuff to a label, you go as Adam Sheppard as a singer, you know what I'm saying? And Adam Sheppard carrying a positive charge like an atom.
Yeah.
So that's where I came up with the atom, like ATOM. And then Sheppard is like leading a flock, so spreading a positive charge onto the people.
So where'd you grow up?
I grew up in a place called Middletown, New York, which is the Hudson Valley. It's the suburbs of New York City.
So what led you to music? I mean, how did that begin? Besides listening to it, you decided you wanted to create it.
Yeah. Well, I grew up definitely with a mic in my crib with me. I felt like I came into this world with it because humming melodies and 2 and 3 and hearing and doing different things. And, I felt like it's always been inside of me. I've always had that calling, that feeling like I was supposed to be doing something musically, like writing up album covers when I would be too young to even know what an album cover was, and just having these dreams in my head or thoughts that they always lean towards music, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up in a musical household as well.
You did? So did any of your family members?
Your mom or dad? My father just had a huge vinyl collection, so I grew up around hearing all his music. And so I was inspired by such a broad, everything from Richie Havens all the way down to Marvin Gaye and Bob Dylan. And, growing up in a hippie household, you're going to hear everything. You know what I'm saying?
So if you had to classify your music, what genre would it be?
Well, nowadays I would definitely say psychedelic soul, because I like to experiment. I definitely like to go all over the place with it. You know what I'm saying? I like to sing. I like to rhyme and definitely put a different twist on it.
Now you said rhyme. You were part of a crew in New York. Tell me a little bit about that.
For the last 20 years, back and forth, I've had a crew. We developed off of the Fifth Element. We started and we moved into a crew called MHB, which consisted of a lot of us from the tri-state area, different people like the Fifth Element, Lifelong, Masai Bay, different MCs. Everybody brought something to the table. Different producers like 10 Shows, Sinister Marks. They all kind of came to the table with their own talent, and they all stand alone like how I do. And we just put all of our talents together and try to hit the industry at a harder, kind of like Wu-Tang or boot camp, to more people where we can combine as one unit and get it out there. And we had a lot of good graffiti writers too, called Catello, FYM, Revs, Fuel, Ghost. A lot of these dudes are very popular graffiti writers as well, and they've been in Source magazine and books. And that the one dude was my best friend. His name was Joe, and we rhymed together for a long time too as well. So, all over the place. But a lot of that was more boom bap, like progressive hip hop. More
so you battled too, though.
Yeah, we did battling. That's the first things that we used to even throw battles up in New York. We would throw our own battles, and like kids from like all over the place. And a lot of these kids have blown up since then. I've opened up for some cool people too, like Lost Boys. I performed for African Bambaataa.
Oh yeah.
Opened up. I've actually been at shows where Guru was at with Gangstar and Ed Lover and Dr. Dre, different people like that.
Nice.
And I acted battle Jean Grey. She was one of the first female MCs.
So who would you say is your musical inspiration or your influences? Because you do everything. You rap, you sing.
Yeah.
I mean, where does all of that come from?
Like I said, growing up in a hippie household, Friday, Saturday nights, they'd all get together and play everything from The Who, the Beatles, and of course, when I was growing up, I liked KRS-One and Rakim, because they were like my fathers. My mom was a single mother, so they were like my parents, listening to them dudes with their pride and their street knowledge, and I would just soak it all in. And all that confidence is what made, even like Marvin Gaye, I liked even like to go as far out as that, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely like good songwriting and good content and passion, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So what's on your playlist?
Oh, what's on my playlist? Okay. Well, nowadays, because there's a lot of ego that's involved in my culture, so I tend to listen to a lot more lo-fi music, where it's just the beats, the instrumentals, because then I come up with my own ideas or I just zone out. But as far as the stuff that has lyrics on it, I like MF Doom, I like, of course, Wu-Tang, RZA, I like Nas, I like, Fugees, Tribe Called Quest, stuff that's just timeless.
So where do you get your style from? Because you have this style, then you have the eclectic style, then you can throw on a suit anytime.
Right.
Like it's very different.
Yeah.
Where do you get that from?
Probably like my mom was a big shopper. She like had that boho hippie style, and she would go into all these boutiques, and my mom kind of had like spent more than she had,
right,
you know what I'm saying? So I
Don't
kind of
we all?
watched her do that, and then I picked it up, and then in junior high ever since, you know what I'm saying, I always wanted to keep something new on or dress something hot. And then looking at some of the bands that I liked growing up, like The Who or the Beatles, I wanted to bring style to the stage too, I didn't want to just be slouching with just sweatpants on and a t-shirt, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Something always different, but definitely.
So do you think we should ever grow up? Because I don't feel like I should ever grow up.
Nah. Forever young.
Right.
Definitely always the perception. I think that's where people can't still guess they'll think my daughter is my girlfriend, and she's like my daughter, you know what I'm saying? But always, I think what music is what's kept me feeling young, and because I'm never looking at a clock or like I'm too old to do this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't think no.
Now you and your wife, Nakia,
right,
you guys have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Tell me about that YouTube channel.
We are a couple vloggers, and we both decided to do that at a time where we were running out of motivation and things, and we was like, we got to do something for both of us. She was a fitness competitor, and I was a rapper, but so we decided to put our talents together and go on camera and raise vibrations, go around to cool spots in Charlotte or wherever we travel to, and find like eclectic people that are like us and interview them, pick their brains, and then just kind of go on some cool dates and share them with people, and maybe it might inspire other married couples or just couples or people that want to see different styles or interesting things that they would have never even thought of, because we even do like swing dancing and all kinds of stuff.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
really?
we do
Oh my gosh.
and make damn fools out of ourselves. But it's fun. People love it. You know what I'm saying? And people get to know us on a personal level. But
So, how is it working with your wife? You live with your wife. Now you're vlogging with your wife.
right.
How is that?
Oh man, well she's put up with some loud because I've always recorded in the house, and she's never told me to turn it down. She somehow, some way, she deals with my loud because I'm loud like Busta Rhymes. I get really loud, like sometimes, and I can't help it. It's just the way I project.
Right.
But if she ever told me to turn it down, I put headphones on because it's easy, just as good to mix down with headphones.
Right. Well, can we hear something? Because I'd love to hear you do something.
Absolutely, let's do
All
it.
right, let's do it.
Yo, I go by the name of Witchcraft, and this is life. Listen. Who are the wise, diminished, sufficiently strong to the finish? We're obedient ingredients, airmen. Leap from the top of the stratosphere. Hearing music coming from the water, droplets and clouds for his friends. Bridges collapse beyond the water, most channels. Participating to become a victim. Being classic like stone caskets and born in a basket. Being classic like stone caskets and born in a basket. Yeah. Listen. Under the boardwalk, on skyscrapers that skywalk, I'll reach with speech upon the streets of New York. I find it hard to be caught when you're all slow from the salt and the lessons are being taught. All you do is gossip and gawk. You do a dance with the devil. I kick his ass in a waltz. My third eye open just like a hawk. I approach the heavens and seek the clouds with a thought. Sitting in the bushes and stalk. You stop in place with a hawk. I'm the best kept secret just like a vault. I'm fixated to the light like a moth. I am a boondock saint, more than a man of the cloth. I put a hex on his beat like menstrual blood on the sauce. Man, I was cold, feeling the frost. It's a cold world, and I don't care what your car costs. Under the boardwalk, I'm an old soul, not interested in your flaws. Paralyzing and falling, viscerally exciting, with an ape-like crouch, ducking and spying. Put all your anguish aside, cycling through time, infinite emptiness, lying overhead, Black Mirror-like. Being ascended and comprehended, lingering storm cloud, free-flowing hummingbird, necessary, handling explosives, my microphone combustible, charming like hand-painted or coin-operated, to the clatter of celebratory chain reaction that matter, semi-coherent, cross-dimensional, traveling like shuffling feet, walking through planets, footsteps just seem eternal, his shoulders got dislodged from waving the arms too far and wide, from this riptide. Empire is where we all hide.
Man, that was dope. That was fire.
Appreciate it.
I mean, you put everything into it. You put everything into it. That's what I'm talking about. And it's like your music, you can't put it in a genre. Mm-hmm. And then you sing, right, which I love, like the sound, the style, and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is that just like your creative mind, like, okay, you rap, and then all of a sudden you like, I need a note right here.
Yeah. And I want to bring everything that I have in me to the table. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm not. There'll always be part of the song where like, oh, that vocal would sound better than that rhyme there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or instead of sampling somebody else's vocal,
that's right.
You know, I'd rather sample my own. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you have coming up this year? Do you have any major projects you're working on?
Right now, I got the project Witchcraft and Falling Down. He actually is a Wu-Tang affiliate, and so he's already kind of made a name for himself as well. But this is our third project that we've done together.
So can you tell fans where they can follow you?
You can find me on Instagram, Adam Sheppard, and you can find me on Facebook as Witchcraft. You can find me on YouTube as Witchcraft, WHICHCRAFT, and on Bandcamp as Witchcraft and Falling Down.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Absolutely.
Witchcraft.
Thank you.
Letting us come crash your path. It's been a joy to just kind of kick it with you and just really find out where your base is from,
right,
and your roots. Yeah,
no
and I look forward to seeing more from you this year. All
right. Appreciate that.
All right, guys, that's the end of our show. I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. We'll see you next time.
Hey everybody, it's your boy JT.
And I'm your boy Jay the God, and this is Let's Find Out, but you already knew that.
And you know, the funny thing is, I don't know where we're going today.
I do. I do, and believe me, no offense,
Bro, I'm not going anywhere with my hair looking like this.
See, that's the thing. I didn't expect you to show
I'm not
yourself.
going anywhere with my head looking like this.
That's the surprise. Sidebar. Happy birthday to Mr. JT Speller over here.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, happy belated.
I'm old, so I need to get my hair did.
Yes,
because I got stuff to do.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm taking over. All right, just trust me. Follow me on the path to success.
There's a place back here. There's a place.
He doesn't even know where it is. Let's go. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume he's already inside because I don't see him anywhere. I don't know how he figured out where it was. It must have been a disturbance in the force or something. But come on, follow me. Path to success.
Oh wow. Hey, welcome to Salon Sheppard International.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
And there is JT Speller.
Yes.
I told you I had to get my hair done.
You know,
yes. So wait, hold on.
Oh God, I told you.
I can take care of you.
You can?
You're in great hands. Okay? You're at Salon Sheppard International. So we can take care of all textures, all hair textures, whether you're natural.
It's natural. This is not a lace front.
How long have you been here?
So at this location, I've been at this location since 2015. Yes, I've been in the industry over 20 years. Yes, I have a passion for hair care.
She ain't no rookie.
Excuse me?
No, you ain't no rookie.
No,
She
not at
never
all. Over 20 years of experience. I am a master stylist / hair school. Call me in for a special guest to give their students like little great techniques, tips, and tricks. Because the beauty school is set up to for them to pass their state board. So for example, like if I'm doing an invisible stitch on extensions, something like that will really wow the student. So I'll bring that technique in and show them how to measure a client's head, get the proper hair system made. Yes.
Truly beautiful.
But I travel to other states too, and I educate all kinds of things. Yes.
Stay
busy. It's very important to stay busy. It's like being a doctor though, like, you know, education.
I'm sure.
Because you have to continue your education.
It never stops.
Never stop. There's no way for you to really give a client full experience if you don't continue your education year after year, finding out what's out there, what's the best for the client, and also for your business to grow that client. Because once you can keep a client's hair on their head and their hair growing, you have a lifetime client. When the clients come here, it's all about the experience. We value the client's experience, customer service, our professionalism to the client. We respect all clients. We do all hair textures. We do not limit ourselves at all.
We have our own line of lashes. It's like a lash bar over here. Look at this. It's not just hair, y'all. We talking beauty all over.
Yeah, so I have different chevaux girl lashes for any client, whether it's natural, whether you want an exotic look.
Okay.
I have lashes for that exotic client, or you want a natural look. I have lashes for that natural looking lash.
Honestly, I don't even know what to say.
Listen.
Look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just get all that. Get it all. I'm talking about we're back. Let's find out. More like JT is back. He's returned.
I feel fresh. Like I feel like a brand new guy. I want to say personally, thank you for bringing my hair back from the dead.
Oh,
it was in the casket.
We don't need that.
We don't need that.
No,
we don't need that.
We never need it again.
I can show my hair in public now.
Yes.
All the way in public.
Yes, I can.
Not halfway. Not the little. See, I got the little dangling out. Because, you know, I don't want to give it all away. But anyways, we want to thank you so much for the hospitality.
My pleasure.
Truly. So, where can we find you? Like, tell them where anyone can find you. Truly.
Well, my name is Shauna Robinson. I am on all social media networks. I am located in Airsleytown, 2076A, Airsleytown Boulevard.
But listen, guys, it's been a great time. You already know who I am. JT from Let's Find Out, the guy that keeps the flame. I'm out.
And I guess you know who I am. Jay the God, always here, indubitably. Thank you again.
My pleasure.
Oh yeah. Ooh. señorita? Girl, can you be my señorita? Señorita, señorita, señorita. Girl, can you be my señorita? Señorita, señorita. Girl, can you be my señorita? Travel across the coast of Costa Rica. It no matter, girl, wherever we are. Our love is like stars, it's shining real bright. Girl, can you be my señorita? Travel across the coast of Costa Rica. It no matter, girl, wherever we are. Our love is like stars, it's shining real bright. Ride through hell, sleet or snow. No matter how hard the wind blows, our love will kindle like a porch light all night, baby. That real love thing is hard to find, baby. Coming up in a generation like mine, baby. That's why I had to scoop you up, scoop you up. Can't let another brother come and back you up. Cause I'ma put a chopper out and back him up. A love like mine, girl, is dangerous. I can't get my heart just to anyone. But baby, you're the one, say you're the one, yeah. I'm not with that cap and you can ask about me. Take you to the crib and let you meet my family. You're my plan A, I don't need no plan B. Hold this bitch just clear to see, come on. Girl, can you be my señorita? Travel across the coast of Costa Rica. It no matter, girl, wherever we are. Our love is like stars, it's shining real bright. Girl, can you be my señorita? Travel across the coast of Costa Rica. It no matter, girl, wherever we are. Our love is like stars, it's shining real bright. Looking real good, make a brother change his life. When I seen you walk, I didn't have to think twice, huh? Rum, shake 'em up, like she playing dice. Please excuse me, baby. If you catch me looking on the sneak tip, girl, you know that I'm a freakily. Come on, soul snatch is what they call me. Come on, but back to business, baby, can you be my señorita? I'm here to please ya. Come be with me, baby. I need your love, baby. Ooh. Girl, can you be my señorita? Travel across the coast of Costa Rica. It no matter, girl, wherever we are. Our love is like stars, it's shining real bright. Girl, can you be my señorita? Travel across the coast of Costa Rica. It no matter, girl, wherever we are. Our love is like stars, it's shining real bright. Ooh, baby, yeah. Oh, can you be my señorita, 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 señorita? Girl, can you be my señorita, señorita, señorita? Girl, can you be my...
Queen City fame serving up at the Mound. Make hits like the Panthers, pound after pound. Keep that southern energy, this motor go around. Jay the God in the biz and I'm coming for the crown.
They know my name in the Queen City.